Um, let's come back to the Dallas area. We've talked about Texas and Texas A&M, but SMU made the playoff. Rhett Lashley has built that program into as good of a championship contender as they've been in a long, long time, since they were giving out cars under the table. Right? Is SMU here to stay, or was 2024 just a one-hit wonder?
No, I think they're, as long as Rhett Lashley is there, I think they're in good shape. I have to give him a lot of credit for not only taking a program that was good and keeping it there, but elevating it and doing it in the first year of the ACC, first year in a power conference. I think anybody can go look at statistically the numbers when a team goes from a conference that, like a group of 5 type conference to a power conference. It's not typically, you're not having a lot of success. Even the power conference to power conference moves often don't work out very well. At least in the first year, to go 11-3, play in the ACC title game and earn a playoff berth, and oh, by the way, making the critical decision to change your quarterback early in the season, to go away from the guy who got you a conference championship in Preston Stone, and to have the guts and the confidence to say, you know what, we love you, Preston, but we got a guy who we think is going to take us to an even higher level. I don't think people appreciate how hard that is to do, especially when you consider what Preston Stone meant to that program as a recruit.
Yes.
When he committed to them, it was a huge deal because he was, I think at the time, I believe the highest ranked recruit in the last 20 years to commit to SMU. And all the numbers and all the success he had, and to go to Kevin Jennings, and it was the right move, because look what Kevin Jennings did. But beyond that, they have attacked the roster with such precision, a really intelligent strategy. It's not just, yes, they do have a lot of foreign power forward players, but they're looking for guys that fit. There's a reason why a lot of former Miami guys are there. It's because they played for Rhett. They know that system. He's got familiarity with them. There's guys on that staff that still have connections down there. And then obviously they're still recruiting the heck out of the state of Texas. And also you look at the depth. You look at, okay, you've had, we have all these running backs, and then you had a guy who was kind of a receiver, and then all of a sudden Brashard Smith explodes, and it's like, wow, look at this guy.
Yeah.
You look at the defensive line and how well they have stocked up front. That to me was the biggest thing, because a lot of G5 teams you see, they are really good at the offensive skill positions, and maybe you got a 1 or 2 in the trenches that are good, but it's hard to sustain it across. Now that's a legit D-line that SMU has. And they've got speed all over the field. So the roster strategy has been terrific. They've executed really well. I think Rhett's a good play caller. And I think he's got the right kind of attitude that you need to have in this type of job. So I think they're here for a while. And of course, as we have to talk about, when we talk about futures, I didn't talk about it with I didn't talk about it with A&M. I definitely talked about it with Texas. The money, man. You got to have the money, man, in your back pocket. And SMU's always had that. So they've got the commitment there. Bill Armstrong, what check I got to write to make this happen? And they're making it happen over there from an NIL standpoint and facility standpoint. They doing the end zone facility at the new stadium. So I think they are back now that they're back with the big boys in a power conference. I think they're here to hang around for a while.
Which is so good. I've been to a number of SMU games over the last couple of years, was in the press box when they lost to BYU. And at least in my section of the press box, everyone was thinking it's the Kevin Jennings move. Okay, well, the offensive line is struggling, so this is really a survival tactic. But the conversation as we walked down to the press conference and then walked out of the stadium was not, SMU is going to recover from this. It's, okay, how many wins do we get? And is this year a disappointment? So credit to Lashley, his conviction, the guys for rallying around it. They took accountability, right? The defense said, we played well. We've got to play better. The offense obviously had to stop the turnovers, and that ended up ending their season. But I think the way that roster came together, coaches and players, truly a remarkable accomplishment in 2024. And I agree. I think they're here to stay. I'm rooting for them to stay. And I think they can potentially run the DFW area.
Gracious him, how